Mhm.
Nimu yarba ya naron medi sibida nyoko.
Naron medi sibida nyoko na kana.
Medi lesu.
Medi lesu ngul.
Nimu yarba ya ni bogungulak. Ni bogungulak.
Mhm.
To ni mo ni bogungulak.
Ni bogungulak.
Mi yelo ni bogungulak.
Ay yelo roko.
Nimu ni bogungulak.
Sawa sawa.
Ni rogi ni ke kabalar Maasai le kunti nyale ki.
Mhm.
Ni rogi ni apa nelle ni bunga barba ya nyaro nelle ni janda sat. Allah mu sumuna hela pa yande.
Ay abali ne siya manyari. So a long time ago in the Maasai community there was nothing like alcohol. What was there is just honey that is made by bees. And so Babu tells me actually at that particular time there's nothing called alcohol, nothing was alcoholic. And at that particular time women were married off by men, you know, and it was like a forced marriage because you didn't have to love the person that you're marrying, you know. So women actually hated men at that particular time. And so what happened, in one family there was one man that fell sick. So his kidney, his urethra blocked, so he could not pass urine. And so for a long time, for some time he was struggling. So because there were no modern doctors, and maybe at that particular village there was no traditional healer that was very close to look at the problem. So he was suffering. So the neighboring men, you know, like from other villages came to see him, but there was little they could do. So what happened, the woman said, this is a chance for me to do my revenge, you know, to yes, to make sure that now he's sick, and I have to do something that will pay for all the things that is done to me. Because back then a man could you know, like wipe a woman, you know, like whip a woman, you know, and so he could tie her on a tree, and you know, as a punishment, you know. So they say to put them online, you know, because they say women are strong-headed, so they have to be keep in line each time. Yeah. So when he was sick and he was sleeping on bed, now he was helpless. He is in pain and he needed a lot of medicine at that particular time. He needed a relief, you know. So the woman said, now, honey, why don't I go and get you some medicine? You see, all the men that have come to see you haven't given you a solution to this problem. Why don't you give me permission now to go and look for medicine for you? And because he was in pain very, very much, he you know, like he accepted to die or to live, you know. So both of them were relieved. So he was, because he knew that the wife was not in love with him, and she could do something wrong, you know, like she could do something to make sure that he has to be punished, you know. And so either way, he willingly accepted. So the woman, okay, let me go on with this. Because all the people that had come to see her husband, you know, did not come with the medicine that will heal him. So she had decided to go and bring it herself. And actually the husband knew that what she was going to bring was not actually a medicine, but it was a poison to kill him. But because he was in too much pain, that was a relief, actually. So she went out to the bush, and I'm sure everybody knows aloe vera. The aloe vera leaves are very, very bitter, you know, like they're very, very sour. So she said, if the leaves are this bitter, you know, this hot, what about the roots? So she went and dug the roots, and she said, now I have to dry it, you know, like put it on the sun, so that this poison, like, you know, like very much concentrate, so that if we take a sip, he just die, you know, like instantly. And so she put it on the sun, you know, like the roots of the aloe vera. And then she said, now, because if I give him like this, he will notice I'm giving him poison. So what she does, she brought the honey, you know, from the bees. And then she put a lot of honey, mixed it with the roots of the aloe vera. and then she put, because the Maasai have very big gourds, very, very good big gourds, and then she put it there and soak, for about 5 days. This way this thing fermented, because she wanted actually that poison to come out of the roots, and mix with the honey, so that it will be like a deadly poison that if you just take a zip, off he goes. And so what happened, she went to her husband, to next, like she stood by the bed and said, honey, you know that a lot of people have come to see you. They've brought a lot of medicine to you and nothing has happened. And now I'm bringing mine to see how it will do, because I have very much faith that it will work. So after she went next to the bed and asked him now that I made a very special medicine for you. And because now he was relieved, like he was willing to take this poison, like as quickly as possible. So he went in the center, because the Maasai have very big beds, that is made out of skin, Yeah, so you have all these, a very big bed. So he went in the middle of the bed and he sat there, and then he drank that very quickly, quickly, down. And so after that, he slept back. And so the woman, what she did, she every now and then she come and peep, is he still alive? The funny thing, he was still breathing and the eyes are still on. She goes and come back until it was morning, and then it was morning, and then at some point at night, because he had drank a lot of beer, and usually if you drink a lot of that, then you get a lot of urine. So what happened, it was too much in the bladder, so the urethra was like, the place that was blocked was was unblocked very immediately, after he took that, so he removed a lot of urine, a lot of urine, and then he hid that. He didn't want his wife to know, because if she knew, then she could change the poison, and go bring another type of poison and give it to him. So he said, now he's urinating and hiding the urine, because it was hide. So when he urinate, the urine actually flow and goes down into the flow. And so he was waiting. No. So the next day she came in and he said, where did you get that medicine? That medicine really works, Where did you get it? What are the ingredients of this medicine? And so the woman said, So he said, now can you bring me some more? And then she brought the remaining. And then he told her, now you can go and call all the men that we have in this settlement. Call them. I want to see them. I want to talk to them. So it's actually like maybe she thought now he's dying, so he wants to take to people and say maybe you'll have this cow and this. So it's like he wants to give his will, And so when they came, he said, you usually don't have women that loves you. I have one woman that loves me very much. Because Maasai actually marry more than one wife, And in those women, there's one that you love more than others, So you favor her and you give her a lot of things. And actually she does that the same to her, to you also. So what happened, he came and he said, now you don't have, usually you don't have women that loves you, but I have one, Can you taste what she had made for me? Everybody was tasting and it was sweet, everybody was tasting, it was sweet, it was going around, and everybody, was very excited, go to the toilet, come back, go to the toilet, and then it was a party, So slowly, that's the place where now you have alcohol actually being born, Yeah, it was meant to be a poison to kill a man, but actually it has become a relaxant. Yeah, it's so interesting. Yeah.